So today's video is all about the spine. And a lot of people think of the spine as the bony bits, which I guess to some extent is true. So I'll start with the bony bits. So this is the view of the front of the spine. So this is what you would see if you could have X-ray vision and could see all the way through people's rib cage and abdomen and things. And this is the inside bit with all of the vertebra. And you can see here the discs between each vertebra and these little processes sticking off the side, which, as we'll come on to see, are mainly used as attachments for the muscles. Now this sacrum that you'll have heard me talking about in previous videos is where the spine meets the pelvis in this joint either side at the bottom here, and this bit at the top is the little bit where the head balances on top of the neck. This is the rear view, so this is the bit you can actually sort of feel from your back. So these bits that stick out of the back of the vertebra are the knobbly bits down your spine that you can kind of feel through your skin. So it's not the vertebra themselves that you can feel, it's these knobbly bits that stick off the back, and you can see them sticking out a little bit easier here from the side-on view. And again, these little bits that stick out the side are attachment points for ligaments and muscles to control the movement of the back. And this is the side-on view, which I quite like because it shows you that our backs have these natural curves in them. So we start at the lower back and the same way, this inward curve for our lower back. So this is called the lumbar section of the spine. Then you've got the outward curve around predominantly where the rib cage is, called the thoracic vertebra. And then you have a slight straightening and maybe slight inward curve again for the cervical vertebra, which are the ones in the neck. So that's the bony bit, and then we go on to talk about the muscles. So each of these little bony bits are, as I said, attachment points for the muscles, and you've got loads of them. These are sort of layers. This is not just one piece. So these sit at the bottom, then those over the top, then those over the top, and then these over the top, all the way down our spine. So it's like some sort of super complicated knitting pattern, literally controlling and attaching each vertebra and little bony bit to the next one. So this enables us to bend from side to side, to bend forwards and backwards, and to rotate. So each vertebra has a degree of forward, backward, left and right bend and rotational movement with its neighbours above and below. And it's when they all start moving together that they enable the whole spine to move like it does. And these little muscles control them. My next video I'll talk about the much bigger muscles that are involved down our backs on a sort of wider context. And then this is just a very, very quick view of some of the ligaments and some of the other structures. So as we often see, we've got ligaments attaching in between each vertebra. We've got a sheath of ligaments around all of the vertebral column. We've got the discs in here and all the various bits that they contain. We've got the spinal nerve that runs down this column that's protected by all of these sticky outy bony bits on the outside of those vertebrae. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the spine, and we've not really looked at any of the prime moving muscles yet. So look out for my next video on that. But a little whistle-stop tour about how amazing and wonderful our spine is. I hope that's useful. Happy running.